This is St Petersburg, where a $1.3 billion transformation is about to take place. The Tampa Bay Rays' new stadium, set to redefine the very essence of Major League Baseball. Spanning 12.6 acres, this isn't just another ballpark, it's an intimate, 30,000-seat marvel designed to bring fans closer to the action than ever before. But this project is more than just a stadium, it's the crown jewel of a $6.5 billion redevelopment plan for the historic gas plant district. A plan with stakes as high as they come. For the city, this isn't just about baseball, it's about economic revitalization, community preservation, and creating a lasting legacy for generations to come. With over $600 million in public investment and a commitment, this stadium is set to be a game changer in every sense of the word. But will it all go according to plan? Or are we in for a bumpy ride? Buckle up, this is the future of St. Petersburg. Let's turn back the clock to 1990, when Tropicana Field first opened its doors. Back then, this dome-covered stadium was the talk of the town, promising to keep fans safe from Florida's unpredictable weather. It was pretty cutting-edge stuff. Everyone thought they'd cracked the code. But as the years rolled by, what once seemed so futuristic began to feel more like, well, yesterday's news. Critics had a field day, pointing out that Tropicana Field was missing some pretty crucial updates. And to top it off, was parked in a location that made you wonder if it was closer to the sun than the city center. Even as the Rays were lighting it up with playoff runs and a World Series appearance, the stadium's flaws were about as subtle as a foul ball. The atmosphere inside Tropicana Field, let's just say it wasn't exactly the kind of place that got your pulse racing. And those empty seats, turns out winning games is one thing, but getting fans to actually show up, that's a whole different challenge. Without a buzzing crowd, the Rays were missing out on the full experience. The message was clear. Tropicana Field wasn't cutting it as the Rays' home anymore. A new stadium was now on the horizon, a state-of-the-art facility that promised to deliver the fan experience of the future. This wasn't just about better seating or more food options. It was about making sure the Rays had a home that could keep them in Tampa Bay. Rumor had it the team might have considered packing up if they had to stick around at Tropicana. So this new stadium wasn't just a want, it was a must. The stakes were sky high, and the time to act was now. But as anyone who's ever tackled a massive project knows, planning is just the beginning. With the vision set, the real challenge was yet to come. So how do you turn a billion-dollar dream into reality? Get ready because the path forward was anything but smooth. They say a job started is a job half done, but whoever said that clearly never tried building a stadium. The new Tampa Bay Rays stadium wasn't going to rise from the ground without a fair share of hurdles. And the biggest, as always, cold hard cash. The idea of using public funds to bankroll a privately owned team's shiny new playground sparked more than a few heated debates. The approval process, let's just say it made a game of tug-of-war look like a friendly handshake. Several council members raised eyebrows and voices over the financial viability and whether the city would actually see any real return on this billion-dollar bet. Then there was the elephant in the room, cost overruns. With a project of this magnitude, going over budget wasn't just a possibility, it was practically a tradition. Between inflation, unexpected construction hiccups, and supply chain delays, the odds of sticking to the original budget were about as good as finding a needle in a haystack. But money wasn't the only issue on the table. The stadium is being built in the historic gas plant district, a location with a history as rich as it is complicated. This area was once a bustling black neighborhood before it was labeled blighted and bulldozed, leaving a fractured community in its wake.
We all recognize the enormous responsibility that comes with having been selected by the mayor and through the RFP process to do what's right for the piece of land formerly known as Historic Gas Plant District.
Now, the new stadium's development has to do more than just dodge environmental regulations. It has to ensure that history doesn't repeat itself. The community had to come out ahead this time, and that meant equitable development and cultural preservation weren't just nice to haves. They were non-negotiables. So with all these hurdles in play, how did the project finally get the green light? You won't believe the twists and turns that brought this ambitious dream to life. Let's dig into the development phase, where things really started to heat up. The road to the new Tampa Bay Rays Stadium has been anything but a straight shot between 2018 and 2021, as the Rays' lease at Tropicana Field starting ticking down, talks about a new home heated up. But progress? Well, it was more of a crawl than a sprint. It wasn't until April 2023 that the gears finally started turning. The city of St. Petersburg and the Rays managed to strike a preliminary deal to build the new stadium right on the existing Tropicana Field site, tying it into the broader historic gas plant district redevelopment. The Rays' commitment to this redevelopment added some much-needed sparkle to the project, making it look less like a burden and more like a golden opportunity for the city. Fast forward to June 2024, and we hit a pivotal moment. The St. Petersburg City Council finally gave the project a thumbs up, but just barely, with a narrow 5-3 vote. The final obstacle was cleared on July 18, 2024, when the council approved a cool $287.5 million in public funding and finalized the sale of 65 acres of public land. Not to be outdone, Pinellas County chimed in on July 30, 2024, with a $312.5 million contribution from tourism taxes. The Tampa Bay Rays and their development partner Hines are stepping up to cover the remaining $700 million of the $1.3 billion tab. And if the budget goes overboard, they'll be picking up that bill too. And to keep everyone sleeping soundly at night, the Rays are locked into St. Petersburg for at least 30 years, thanks to a non-relocation agreement. With the money now in the bank, construction is set to kick off in January 2025, with the grand opening of the stadium penciled in for the 2028 season. The heavy hitters making this dream a reality include Rays owner Stu Sternberg, the city of St. Petersburg, Pinellas County, development partner Hines, and the architectural firm Populous. Together, they're pulling out all the stops to turn this vision into a home run. But let's not forget, this stadium is just the crown jewel in a much bigger picture. A $6.5 billion redevelopment plan supposedly aimed at breathing new life into the historic gas plant district. If all goes well, and that's a big if, this should be a win-win for the Rays, the city, and everyone with a stake in this massive project. But of course, we all know how smoothly these grand plans usually go. But what does $1 billion vision really look like up close? You're about to find out. From groundbreaking design to community revival, this stadium is about to redefine what it means to be a fan in Tampa Bay. The new Tampa Bay Rays Stadium isn't just another ballpark, it's a full-blown game-changer, designed to redefine what it means to be a fan while giving a respectful nod to the city's rich history. With a seating capacity of 30,000, including 25,000 fixed seats, this neighborhood ballpark is all about getting up close and personal with the action. Forget nosebleed seats, this place is built to bring fans right into the thick of it, creating an atmosphere that's as electric as it is engaging. Architecturally, the stadium tips its hat to St. Petersburg's traditional neighborhoods. The pavilion-style roof slopes elegantly towards the street, with large windows and front porch design elements that invite natural light to pour in. And speaking of that fixed glass roof, it's not just for show. It ensures fans can kick back and enjoy the game in comfort, whether it's pouring outside or not a cloud in sight. Inside, the stadium pulls out all the stops with a variety of seating options that cater to everyone. From luxury suites and club lounges for those who like their baseball with a side of indulgence, to small group box seating for the die-hard fans. Sustainability and inclusivity are also front and center, with energy-efficient systems and materials, plus full ADA compliance, making sure everyone can join in on the fun. But don't be fooled, this vision extends well beyond building a stadium. The redevelopment of the historic gas plant district is set to transform the area into a vibrant mixed-use community. Cultural and historical preservation is at the forefront, with the project integrating spaces that honor the district's legacy. We're talking about a museum of African American history, public art installations, and spaces dedicated to cultural events, all designed to ensure the past isn't just remembered, but celebrated. A pedestrian plaza will serve as the lively hub for pre- and post-game activities. featuring multiple food and beverage outlets, including a 2-story brewery, a food court, and a team store. Because what's a game without a cold drink and some team merch? But what's the real score? Beyond the glitz and glamour of a new stadium, how will this massive development impact the community, the economy, and the environment? The answers may surprise you. The new Tampa Bay Rays Stadium, along with the sweeping redevelopment of the historic gas plant district, is gearing up to create a ripple effect of positive impacts, or so the planners say, on the local economy, community, and environment.
But I believe this is not just a stadium project. It is a community redevelopment project.
This ambitious redevelopment spans a whopping 8 million square feet, featuring everything from 5,400 residential units to 1,250 affordable workforce housing to 1.4 million square feet of office and medical space, 750,000 square feet of retail space, 750 hotel rooms, a concert venue that seats between 4,000 and 6,000, and 14 acres of parks and open spaces. It's like they took a wish list and decided to build it all in one place. On the economic front, the redevelopment is projected to pump nearly $1.4 billion into Pinellas County, with labor earnings hitting $656 million and the creation of over 5,500 jobs. That's right, jobs are a big deal here, with thousands of temporary construction gigs and permanent positions in retail, hospitality, healthcare, and entertainment. This wave of employment will also give local small businesses a shot in the arm, especially minority-owned enterprises, as they ride the tide of increased visibility and customer traffic. In the realm of sports and entertainment, the new stadium promises an enhanced fan experience that'll draw in larger crowds, making St. Petersburg a year-round hotspot for events and activities. So whether you're here for the baseball, the concerts, or just to enjoy the new digs, there's something in it for everyone. Assuming, of course, everything goes according to plan. The $1.3 billion Tampa Bay Rays Stadium poised to reshape not just the game, but the entire city. With its groundbreaking design and deep-rooted community impact, it's more than just a ballpark. It's a beacon of St. Petersburg's future, where past meets progress in the most spectacular way. Ready to be amazed by the next groundbreaking construction project? Click on the video now and dive into a world where engineering and imagination collide. See you there.